AI video is going to be the end of 3D artists and animators. So OpenAI just released Sora, which is their latest AI model for video from text prompts, and it is really good. It shows a significant jump from the abomination that was the Will Smith video to what really you would describe as incredible. And of course, with this, there has been a lot of discussion online as to what this means for video production industries and industries that rely on video content. And as a 3D artist, I would like to share my thoughts on generally what I think would happen with the new and really good improvements of OpenAI. And off the bat, I would say that this launch has been very different from a lot of things we've seen previously coming out of the AI space, because there are a lot of artists who I feel didn't see AI as an immediate threat, especially in the video production part of content, to be able to be well on its way to replacing artists. But with the launch, I saw a lot of them making a 180 and really reevaluating what the future would hold with this new technology. And honestly, I think they are right to do so. Let me explain. For AI video to even be a thing, it needs to understand things like hair dynamics, physics, lighting, realistic textures, reflections, and with what Sora is currently producing right now, I think we're not far from a point where AI video is completely indistinguishable from actual shot footage. Now, I definitely think AI is going to shake up the industry, but not in the way most people would think. In the advertising and marketing part of 3D, I think the impact will mostly be felt on the entry-level artists who would most likely be looking for their first jobs from smaller companies or businesses. And when these businesses are able to get their hands on this new AI technology, they'll most likely want to create these promotional materials themselves using AI rather than hiring entry-level 3D artists looking for their first jobs. But as soon as you get higher up the ladder in terms of scale of business, there will be much more emphasis on creating things that don't feel like AI and generally don't feel like some random person could just type a text prompt and whatever they are using to advertise their service would most likely pop up. There'll be a lot of emphasis on making things that have a human connection. It will most likely be similar to what you would find in the copywriting space, where a lot of clients are now looking for copy that doesn't feel like it was gotten from ChatGPT. And as more and more people get their hands on this technology, I think the bar will no longer be set on the aesthetics of the work, but a lot more on the creativity and the ability of the material to make the target audience feel something. I also think there'll be a massive explosion of indie productions, because studios who don't have access to the big budgets of the major productions would then need to hire artists who are able to utilize AI tools in their workflow in order to cut production costs and the time needed to make quality work. Now, do I think AI is going to spell the end of 3D animation and 3D art? Absolutely not. Because for as long as humans remain, I think there will always be a longing for things that another human has created. Think about it. Digital art didn't spell the end of physical art. ChatGPT has not completely wiped out copywriting as a skill. Online events have not completely replaced in-person events. Not even Midjourney, dall-e or Stable Diffusion has yet been able to replace artists, illustrators, Photoshop experts. It has almost kind of done the opposite and almost created a new level of respect for people who have actually mastered the skill. Because when something becomes easily available to the public and there's a situation where everyone is able to use this thing, it no longer becomes special and people kind of gravitate to the opposite of what that thing is. And the reason I think AI isn't going to completely replace 3D artists and animators is that we would still need these professionals in the room when these AI tools are being used in order to ensure that you're creating something that stands out from the crowd, because there is going to be an explosion of content because this tool is going to be available to a lot of people. And to ensure that you're making something that would be seen as unique, creative, and form a connection to your target audience, you would need people that have experience in actually making these things. Putting AI in the hands of someone who has no interest or experience in filmmaking would generally give you subpar results. The same thing goes for 3D ads and 3D animations, because good knowledge of things like pacing, tempo, cuts are very important aspects of the video production process. AI is going to make everyone an artist, in my opinion, would mean that good work will no longer take obscene amounts of time to make, and there will be a much greater emphasis on the creativity and the innovation that goes into said work, allowing it to rise to the top a lot faster. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the new developments in AI. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section. Let's start a conversation over there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.